Hello everyone, welcome to Nepal Tech. So today I have brought a video regarding monitoring. So today this will be the second video regarding the monitoring. In the earlier video I have set up Prometheus and Grafana using Docker, and I have successfully installed the Jenkins, and we ran one or two jobs as well. So this will be the second video, and today what we'll be doing is I have a dashboard here. So this is provided by Grafana. So this is a dashboard for checking the performance and health overview of Jenkins, and I'll be adding this ID of this dashboard on my Grafana, and based on this we'll be using this dashboard. As you can see here, this is the dashboard, so exactly same dashboard will be provided to us, and we'll be checking this metrics on our Grafana of our Jenkins server. So for this, let me go to my Grafana, and here we can see there is an import option, and let me import my dashboard. So for this I'll need to provide the URL or ID. So this is the ID that is provided here. So let me copy this and let me paste it back here, and let me click on load. So it will load the dashboard for us. So since my data source is from the Prometheus, so I'll be selecting the data source as Prometheus, and I'll be importing the data. And here you can see this is the dashboard screen that it is showing. So as for now, it shows that the successful jobs are 4 successful jobs. There are 14 failed jobs. So before going into the Grafana, let's go to the Jenkins, and for this I'll be entering my password. Sorry. So here we can see there is a job one, and we can see there are 4 successful job builds. So here we can see successful jobs, it's showing 4, and I have a job 2 as well. And in the job 2 here we can see I have done 14 builds, and all the 14 builds are unsuccessful. So here we can see failed jobs 14, and if I build this again and again, so here we can see the status. I have built it for 22 times, and let me go back and I'll go to my job one. Sorry. Okay, let me build this as well. So here we can see the successful build is taking place, and this is taking some time as well, and I'll be writing a job as well. And for this I'll be going here and I'll write test job, and it's gonna be pipeline. So let me go there and I'll be writing a simple pipeline here. Sorry. Or we'll be trying the simple. Okay, so the pipeline isn't any, and I'll be setting a trigger here. Okay, so trigger will be a cron job, and for this I'll be running it every minute. So this is the thing, and here are the stages. In the stages there is a hello named stage, and inside the steps there is in hello world, and I'll be giving it for 24 seconds, or let's put it to 30. So for this let me put it to 30, and let me click on apply and save. So let me build the job now, and after building this job, so since Prometheus takes 15 seconds to scrap the builds, so this, as they call it, real time, but scraping takes 15 seconds, and Grafana takes 5 second checks on every 5 seconds interval. So let's see if there are any changes. So there we can see successful jobs 15 and failed jobs to 22. So looks like it's working, and we can see the JVM memory. So since Jenkins uses Java, so we can see JVM free memory is 44.4 percentage, and the total memory usage is 574 MB. So here we can check the Jenkins health is 1.0, and CPU usage is 0.459. And let's see the failed jobs, and inside this, so here we can see the executor will be taking some time, and the performance metrics will change in certain intervals. So let's check for that. Okay, so we can see the executor, there were two executor free, but right now we can see there are zero executor, and executor is in use. So there are two executor that are currently on use, and we can see Jenkins queue size, the queue size is increased to 12, and we can see the queue rate. So the maximum processing speed and the queuing rate looks same. And so for this, let's wait for some time and we'll see the metrics as well. And okay, so we can see the 10th build is successful, and since I had added 30 seconds, so each build will take 30 seconds on itself. And let's see. So if I refresh it once again, so there are certain changes. So queue rate is reduced, and still we have the queue size here. And the executor, there are two executors that are currently on use, and the free executor shows the status 0. So in this way, we monitor the Jenkins using the Grafana and the Prometheus as data source. So basically, this is the thing. Okay, let me go back to dashboard, and here we can see we have two executors, 1 and 2, and the first executor is being occupied by the build 13, and we have the second executor which is being occupied by the 14th build. So this is how it works, and this is the build queue. So there are five builds on the queue. So 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19th build are on the queue. So, and if I increase the build here on the previous jobs, so this was the job that I created on my first video, and this is the job that I created right now, and this one job was also the, so I'm clicking it multiple times so that the changes will be shown here. And you can see these all builds are on queue. So to get this build done, this build must be executed. So for that, let's wait. The 15th job is, and 16th job are the jobs that are currently occupying the executors. So basically this is the thing, this is how the Jenkins monitoring can be done using the Prometheus and Grafana. So as I said earlier, the real time, they say that the Prometheus scrapes data on the real time, but every 15 seconds the Prometheus scrapes the data from the Jenkins server, and every 5 seconds this Grafana monitors get refreshed and it collects the data from the Prometheus. So that's basically the thing. So here we can see, so let me refresh this once again, and we can see the queue size is reduced to 6, and we can see the successful jobs status to 25 and failed jobs to status 22, and the CPU usage is 0.134 percentage, and the JVM free memory is 14.7 percentage of JVM memory is free. And here we can see the metrics. So these are the things that we can visualize using the Grafana. So not only Jenkins, we can monitor our Kubernetes cluster, we can monitor our server as well. So there are many other things that we can monitor using this Grafana. So but we'll be requiring a data source. So talking about data source, Prometheus can be the data source, our Elasticsearch can be the data source, our Datadog can be the data source. So the multiple data source can be added for viewing the data in Grafana. So let me refresh this once again. We can see the successful jobs currently 25 and failed jobs 22. Let me refresh this once again. So here we can see the successful jobs are increased to 53 and the failed jobs are also increased to 36. So yes, basically we can analyze and monitor in this way. So let me go back here and let me refresh this once again. So after refreshing, we can see, so the executor is still in being used, but on our Jenkins, we can see the executor is sitting idly, but looks like there are one or two jobs that's on the queue, I guess. So let's see. So this status might take some time to reflect here. So let me refresh this back once again, and still the executor in use are on the two. So let's go back here and let's refresh here. So 22 is from which job? Okay, so let me do a quick log out here and I'll be logging into the service. Okay, and my password will be, okay, so let me refresh it once again. So let's go back here and let's see if our data is being reflected here or not. So still the executor, it's showing that two executor are on use. So pretty much this takes around 15, 20 to 30 seconds to get the data reflected here. Seconds, 20 to 30 seconds to get reflected here. So let's wait for the executor in use to be 0 and we'll see executor free with the status of 2. Okay, so we can see the executor free with the status of 2 and we can see executor on use with a status 0. So basically this is the thing. I hope you got a quick insight regarding the monitoring using Grafana and Prometheus. And this is basic mechanism how Jenkins work. So we can do multiple build at a time, but based on the executor that are there to execute the build, it will take certain time as well. So, and for this build, we can see the build status as well here. So here we can see, okay, so the started by timer, this run spent, okay, and let's see the console output. And here we can see started by timer, start of pipeline node, and this is running on this phase. And here we can see the pipeline that we had written. And as I mentioned on the pipeline, sleep for 30 seconds, it's getting triggered for 30 seconds and only the job will get stopped, else it will run for 30 seconds. And talking about my 30 seconds where I had mentioned 30 seconds, so to see that we need to go to my test job as well and we can see here configure, and inside the configure we can see, so I mentioned this cron here and based on this it's showing here. So I'm building it periodically every minute. So here we can see, do you really mean every minute when you say start 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 start? So this means that this is a cron job, and for this you will be requiring the cron job knowledge. So this 5 stars represent the trigger for every minute. So I'll not be talking about it on this video, I want to make it short. So yes, basically that's the thing. So on the upcoming video we'll see the types of Jenkins job that we can write. We will be seeing the pipelines structure and other things as well. So it's still running, so it's being showing 25th build. So let's go here and see how much build we are running. So the last build was 25th. So oh, okay, so why it is running is because I have added this cron job here. So I'm telling the Jenkins server to build it every minute. So based on that configuration, it is building it every minute. So if I do nothing and if I stay here still, and after 1 minute the build will be triggered and the build will run accordingly. So let's wait for some time and let's see if the cron job is working perfectly fine or not. So okay, let's wait for around a minute and I hope it will, I hope it will work. Okay, so here we can see the next build is triggered around 1 minute after the last successful build. So the cron is also working fine. So in this way, cron is used for taking backup and other things on the server. So I'll be talking about it on the other video. So for today, this was the thing. So I hope the visualization got quick, pretty easy as well, so to visualize, but we'll be requiring, and talking about this way how this dashboard is launching here. So I'd like to show you some things here on the dashboard. I'll go here and I'll save the dashboard, and this will be my Jenkins Monitoring dashboard. Let me save it and let's go here and we'll see the dashboard once again. So it's pretty handy. So for that, let me go back here and I'll be clicking on the general. Okay, so I'd like to show you something, but where is that currently located? So for this, let me go to my, not on the data sources. I want to service account, explore, browse. And let me click this. So after clicking, I'll be redirected here. And if we want specific metrics to be seen, so we can do view, and based on that, we can monitor as well. So this is the processing speed that is used currently. And also let me do one thing. Let me go to the dashboard setting, and here we can see. So pretty much this is the thing we can do for it. So here on the JSON model we can see this is the model, and based on this the dashboard is getting shown there. And so in the earlier video I have showed you the executed status like this. So this is what we are passing as an expression, and based on this expression these results on the dashboard are getting prepared. So this is basically the JSON for this dashboard. So here you can see there are multiple lines of code. So there are around 1600 lines of code here to show the dashboard on the screen. So basically this is the thing that how this dashboard is loading up the data based on the values provided to it. So every time the data will be changed. So basically this is the thing. So thank you for this video. I'll be talking regarding the other cases on the next videos. So thank you for your time.